What's up? It's Tom, and today I'm pulling back the curtain on how to become a private jet broker by showing you the go-to apps and softwares and solutions that you're going to need in order to get started as a professional jet broker. This is also going to serve as kind of an orientation if you're brand new. You just joined the JetLife Aero brokerage as one of our cloud-based remote brokers. Congratulations. Looking forward to working with you. These are some of the apps and the softwares that you're going to want to download, and then some additional resources that are going to help you with your journey. So let's get started. Now, the first app that you're going to want to download is the Notion app, and that's going to help us get you dialed into the sales home base. We're going to have all of our scripts that are going to be located here. This is how you're going to get our market reports and everything. So when you join the JetLife Aero brokerage, you're going to have access to our Notion team spaces, which has all the resources at your disposal in one place. If you're not going to join JetLife, that's totally fine. Notion is still a highly recommended application that you can use to take notes on buyers, take notes for your listings, take notes on the markets, and keep everything in one place. Next, you're going to want to get an email set up, whether that's Microsoft or Google. You're going to want to get a domain name, however, so that you tie your email address with the domain name. Don't be tomsalesjets@gmail.com. It looks very unprofessional. You can go to GoDaddy, Hover, wherever you want to go to get a domain name, but make sure that you get your email, your professional email, all set up. Okay, next you're going to have to get a subscription to either JETNET or AMSTAT. These are basically databases of all the aircraft in the world. It's going to be your call list. Now, keep in mind, this could be price prohibitive. Okay, it's going to be anywhere from $600 to $1,200 per month or more, depending on what you're looking for. And usually that will vary by how many aircraft you want to look at. Do you want to, have just the turboprops, or do you want business jets? What does that look like? Do you want updates on the market? If so, how often? Do you want daily live updates? Do you want weekly updates or monthly updates on what the market is doing? So that's all going to play a role in the pricing. But JETNET or AMSTAT are going to be your primary databases where you're going to get your call lists from. Moving along, one of the most important pieces of software that you're going to get is some kind of CRM, email campaign manager, whatever you want to call it. You can look at ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, Pipedrive. There's a bunch of them. And one of the things I want to point out is you want something that can work with automations. For example, when somebody inquires on an aircraft, because of ActiveCampaign and a few integrations I have with Zapier, here's what happens. They click controller, they send me an email via controller. I have a mail parser looking at my email account so that when it finds that controller email, it will parse out the information. It will send that information to ActiveCampaign. It will subscribe the person to a specific list. Well, it'll give them a tag first. It'll subscribe them to a list. It will update the contact field for what they're inquiring on. It will add them to a deal so I can track it. It will send them a text message automatically. It will send them an email automatically with all the photos and the information that they're looking for. And then it will enter them into the new buyer follow-up process, or the next automation, which is a series of emails that will go out to the new buyers, about 10 emails in all. And so this is a real power move to help you stand apart, because now you can set up an automation that will trigger and make you look like the professional that you really are when it comes to email and marketing. Beyond emails and marketing, I recommend getting some kind of a software for a phone. I like Just Call because it does log all my calls, it does record all my calls, and it keeps me accountable. It also will serve as another number so that I will put that number on controller so people don't have my actual iPhone. It's a number that will ring my iPhone, thereby adding a layer of privacy for my business. One of my favorite apps that I highly recommend is TextExpander. And what TextExpander does is it creates snippets. So for example, anytime I type this, November 9072 uniform, what I'll do is I'll pop out all of this information. So if I'm here in Outlook, type in an email and somebody wants information on an airplane, I just type period, tail number, and it fills this in. And so you can see where this is going to be very beneficial, where if somebody wants information real quick, if you're texting, there's an iPhone app, you can send that out really quick and easy. It also helps you with your processes. So for example, when I'm opening escrow, I can type in that, and now I have my full, this is everything I need to send an escrow, an email out there. So TextExpander will save you a lot of time, energy, and effort. It also allows you to send text messages. For example, if I'm calling through a market, I'll say, I'll just use this. So instead of copy and pasting throughout the time, I just hit BBUY and it says Happy New Year. I can fill in the first name. I'm working with a client for $550 this month. Are you open to offers on the red number? And I put that in. So it's customizing it, but it's not copy and paste. It saves a ton of time. It helps you with emails. It helps you with text messages, and TextExpander is just a huge tool that not a lot of people know about, and I'm sharing with you right now. The next tool you're going to want to look at is the WhatsApp app, and the reason for that is it helps me make international calls. I can also group people together. A lot of people in the aviation industry use WhatsApp primarily for international, but you can create groups, you can have group texting, and it's a great way to send logbooks, great way to send files to people, large files, because it can just handle it really well. So check out WhatsApp. So how are you going to schedule appointments? This is another thing that's going to set you apart from anybody else, is getting something like Calendly. What it allows you to do is it allows you to set up an appointment with you based on your calendar. So you can send out a link to people. So I'll send out this link, Calendly, ultimatejetguide.com/buy. And it gives them my calendar, and they can select the time that they want to talk to me, fill out the information that we're going to need, and boom, it ends up in my calendar. So for example, you can see here's an example of someone who booked a call. And so now you know exactly what we're going to be talking about. It's at a mutually agreeable time. And so this is just a great way to set yourself apart in the industry. All right, let's talk about a few additional resources that aren't required, but they are things that are going to help you out. One of which is going to be the Aircraft Broker Academy. If you haven't heard of it already, the Aircraft Broker Academy is an online course of over 100 lessons of how to become an aircraft broker. Now, I've partnered with them to create the accelerator program, and what this does is it gives you, a section of the Aircraft Broker Academy, but it also includes a 3-day boot camp with me. And we're going to go over everything from aircraft broker duties, aircraft knowledge. So maybe you're like me and you're coming into jet sales without a background in aviation. This module will give you everything you need to know about the airframe, the engines, the avionics, so that you can become, a professional when it comes to selling private jets. We go over sales training. We go over the whole sales process. How do we acquire jets, and more. So check out the aircraftbrokeracademy.com. And if you're really interested, check out the accelerator program. Maybe you're already a part of the accelerator program, and that's why you're watching this video, because now you're a part of the JetLife Aero community. Another additional resource I highly recommend is Cardone Sales Training University. You can get a personal account on this. I think it's like $99 a month, but this sales training is next level. It's what will absolutely set you apart from any other brokers out of there, because a lot of guys just come in, they want to sell jets, so they pick up the phone like, hey, can I sell your jet? And they just kind of flop, DOA. But what I'm telling you is, if you learn your craft, you become a professional, you will set yourself apart, and you will be able to help your clients more than anyone else. And that's exactly what this is about. And last but not least, a free resource. If you haven't already checked it out, check out my YouTube channel at The Ultimate Jet Guide. I'm putting out content for buyers, so this is going to put you in the mind of how to speak with buyers. I'm also putting out content with how to become a jet broker. So this is a channel that you definitely should hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you're made aware when we post new videos. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I look forward to working with you.